Guys, I do not know where to start. I don't know where to start. Arsenal versus Real Madrid at the Emirates, a game that we were looking forward to for Arsenal fans. This is essentially the biggest game of our season, given how the Premier League season has started. And again, I came into the game with a lot of optimism. I felt like we could match Real Madrid. I didn't feel overawed by them. It's just if the team could rise to the occasion, could we do it? Could we convert the chances that we could potentially create? Could we stop Real Madrid? All of these questions were racing through my head before the game. You guys, you can probably say how excited I am. As you know, Arsenal ran out as 3-0 winners. Firstly, I'm in Nigeria at the moment visiting family. I'm going to be here for the next couple of weeks, and it's been an amazing time. It's so hot. I haven't got my normal setup, that's kind of the reason I struggled to record the weekend's game. But this is a game I could not miss. I would not miss. And where do I start? Firstly, lineups, obviously, but I have to talk about Declan Rice. I have to talk about Declan Rice. Lineups, no major surprise from an Arsenal standpoint. Gabriel, we know who's injured, out for the season. Brutal, brutal miss for Arsenal. And yeah, we set up as you would expect. Moreno up top, Martinelli on the left. There was a question between him and Trossard, Saka on the right, Odegaard in the midfield with Rice and Partey, and in the back four we would suspect with Gabriel out of the team as well. Real Madrid, again, a team that we would kind of normally expect a number of injuries in their defence. Valverde stepped in at right back, Alaba at left back. He hasn't played there for quite a while. Limited kind of minutes since he's come back from injury as well. And yeah, it was a game with world class players, world class talent, Mbappe up front, Vinicius there as well, Rodrigo. And it was an edgy game. It was an edgy game, to be honest with you. Real Madrid were there, they were active, they were present. And it was a cagey, first couple of minutes for both teams. I did feel like in the first half, Arsenal dominated the game. If I'm being honest with you, the facts, and if we look at the momentum of the game again, I told you it was edgy in the first half, but in that first half period, Arsenal to me were the better team. They looked like they had the better chances. They just weren't able to put them away. Courtois was having an absolutely amazing game. I know he got a 6.9, but he was really, really good. He faced a number of difficult shots, and what finally beat him was an absolutely brilliant, brilliant goal by Declan Rice. We've spoken about how good of a player he is, and I've spoken about it on multiple occasions. He's not just a DM. We know he had the transition from centre back to midfield, but I've spoken about watching him since he was 18. The player has leaps and bounds of talent, if I'm being honest with you. And people, for some reason, fail to recognize how good he actually is. He's a world class player. I've said it before, I'll say it again. One of the best defensive midfielders in world football, without a doubt, guys. And he showed it once again. He showed it once again, this time from his dead ball situation. Not a corner this time, a free kick. Pinpoint accuracy. He bends it around the wall. Valverde moves in a little bit, but honestly, with the curve and bend he puts on that ball, that was finding the back of the net no matter what. Courtois, who was amazing during the game, had no chance. He had no chance. Absolutely brilliant from Declan Rice. That to me is a captain's performance. That to me is a leadership a moment where Arsenal needed him and he performed. And he would back it up soon after that with another free kick. 12 minutes later, as you can see, in the 70th minute, he backed it up with another free kick. This time, not bending it round the wall, but over the wall and into the top corner. Absolutely incredible. He's put him on the map where he deserves to be. £100 million well spent. And forget about the goals. I've spoken about it before. He is a dynamic player. He can play the six. He can play the eight. He's got an engine like no other. And we are so lucky to have him at Arsenal. To me, he is, alongside Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Magalhaes, a captain for Arsenal. These are leaders who lead on the pitch and continue to deliver. And the icing on the cake was Moreno, who I didn't think had actually the best game, wasn't piecing together the play in centre forward as much as we wanted to. Saka was driving in balls into the box. Martinelli was driving balls to the box. No one was on the end of it. Very disappointing. However, when we needed him, he pulled down an absolutely brilliant finish to get past Courtois once again. 3-0, Arsenal were up, and Real Madrid were looking in disarray, if I'm being honest with you. And the icing on the cake for them was the sending off of Camavinga. He kicked the ball away. He was already on a yellow card. As an Arsenal fan, I've seen it before, unfortunately for him. But the time of when he committed the foul and kicked the ball away, it seemed like it was more frustration than an issue with kind of the referee making a mistake. It looked like he was definitely frustrated and kicked the ball out. And who can blame him? Real Madrid did not come here looking to lose 3-0. I think at worst a draw, go home to the Bernabeu and finish off and kill off Arsenal, which they have the ability to do. 3-0 down, how do they recover? I'm not sure. Main thing for them in the Bernabeu, get the first goal and get it early. That will put Arsenal in a world of trouble. In a world of trouble because they haven't been in a situation like this before. As an Arsenal fan, I can be honest, we haven't been 3-0 up against one of the best teams in the world going to their home ground. How do you react? 1-0 down, 2-0 down. That's the question. So Arsenal cannot get themselves in that situation. Rest up the players in the Premier League where they need to. Come back strong. One of the best out of possession teams in the world, Arsenal, without a doubt. So they are in good stead. They just need to make sure that they're compact, responsible, and not too defensive. They still need to pose an attacking threat, most definitely. And we can't think that the tie is over. We cannot think that the tie is over. It's just beginning, if I'm being honest with you. Because Real Madrid are not going to lie down at home without a fight, at least in that first half, at least in that first 60 minutes. They're going to keep fighting until it's mathematically or physically impossible. I can tell you that. Key players I want to call out: Declan Rice. What a player! What a man! What can you say about the boy? He can do it all. The 2 goals from brilliant positions, and he shows his quality. I've said it before. I want to harp on. I won't. Moreno with his goal. I would say the general performance was okay. Didn't blow me away, but that goal was stunning. Miles Lewis Skelly, brilliant performance. He's an ox, so strong in that position. His ball retention so well. He inverted into the midfield. The dynamic spaces that he was able to occupy, allowing Partey to spray balls out to Saka, to Odegaard. Very, very well done. Kivior solid, very, very solid. Saliba, can't say any more. Timber, so good, so good. Last year experienced that ACL injury. This year come back as good as you can imagine, and he locked down Vinicius Junior. We did not see him, if I'm being honest with you. Didn't get a sniff. Party, his ability to pass and do risky passes, I would say, but break lines is incredible. Incredible. He doesn't do the safe stuff. He does not engage in it. And the only player who's been ranked as not being a positive is Martin Odegaard, and I cannot state how disappointed I am in his general performances. When we were up, yeah, he was playing passes and winning fouls, great, but his ball retention in general poor. And I don't know if it says it in the stats, but I just wasn't overly impressed by him at all, if I'm being honest with you. His passing wasn't great. The way he strung the play together wasn't great. As you can see here, ground duels 1 out of 6. He was getting bullied off the ball. It wasn't good enough from him. Real Madrid. Again, Mbappe had a key opportunity earlier in the game. I'm not sure how much that opportunity was actually worth, but it was this opportunity here where he should have really scored. It was right down the middle of the goal. He needs to bend it into the corner. He wasn't able to do that, and unfortunately, that to me was the golden chance for Real Madrid to see off the game. Guys, I want to know your thoughts and opinions. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm sure other Arsenal fans are buzzing. Real Madrid fans, I want to know your thoughts and opinions as well. I want to hear it all, guys. Hopefully, you've had a great night. I have. I'll talk to you soon. It's been EDA. Peace.